Happy holidays for those that celebrate. I'm one of those conscious beings that choose not to celebrate. And I can remember back to 7 or 8 years old, and I stopped celebrating at that time with my family. It was something in my core that understood what was going on behind the curtain. You know how we had the Wizard of Oz, and you know, at some point they would see what was going on behind the curtain, who was orchestrating things. For some reason, my spirit knew it at a very early age that trends, traditions, certain ways in which we were guided to live our lives was put in place by someone behind the curtain. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith, and I want to speak about the towers today. Um, Excuse me for the beginning, those that were offended. Feathers were ruffled. I mean no disrespect, but I stand on what I said, 10 toes down. Now we have a term that we use in society called when someone is facing the tower in their life, when the tower comes down. It's meant that at a stage where the universe, that God, that the person behind the curtain has put in place a series of events to bring about a transition point in someone's life, a transition point of growth. And many of people that get took through this transition, it is a monumental change in their existence. And I know a lot of you may be new to this knowledge. You wasn't privy to this, but this is something that's true. You know, several things may happen at once throughout each and every day, or multiple times throughout the day. Several things will take place. Confirmation, you hear? That it's put in place by the person behind the curtain, and your life will suffer or be affected to bring about a certain change. This change encompasses so much: relationships, jobs, mindset, you name it. All of these different ways are affected to bring about this change. And there's several things that you must face during this process. Number one, you must, as a person going through the tower moment, you must approach it with honesty and purity for self. You have to project and encompass a heartfelt existence to your surroundings, to yourself. To look at this through a silence. This is something that I didn't understand, but now I do. Approach it with a degree of silence so that you can feel the vibratory messages that are coming and bringing your tower down. I hope I simplified that enough. Number two, be aware that things, places, people will be cleared out of your life. It is it is a moment of janitorial work by the universe to push and make room, clear space so that a new foundation, not so much a foundation, a new setup can be put in place in your life. It is very important to allow this to happen and not try to hold on to certain people, places, and things into your life when a new setup is being put in place. Number 3, growth. Growth is taking place. Embrace it. Embrace the messages you are getting and see how to implement these into the you that will march forward. You get it? Just like in football, if they, this week or this training session, they teaching me how to run with the ball more tighter and switch hands tighter when I'm running, and so I won't be stripped from behind or anyway. So in the case of my tower moments throughout the week, they have different players on defense in practice hitting my arms from all different ways when I get the ball. So I'm learning to grip it. I'm irritated because I done fumbled in the game, and now I've fumbled a couple times in practice. So they have my teammates help with the process of me holding the ball. See, this is the growth. We have to grow through and recognize that, okay, this is what's going on. Cool. So when we embrace when we go on through the tower moment, embrace the growth process. Breathe deeply, slowly as possible. Smooth, breathe smooth. Never be afraid to pause in life. I always was. To pause. Someone's gonna have opinions on you any way it goes. In the face of an argument, in the face of a debate, in the face of negotiations. Never be afraid to pause and breathe deeply, as smoothly and as deeply as possible. Slowly. It feels so beautiful whenever I do it, and it in essence is practice to live my life breathing in such a manner. It's very important to increase our habits of breathing. Make this idiosyncrasy a part of our life. Make it a habit to breathe slowly and deeply. Women, especially, I'm gonna start harping on this more. Especially my African American ladies, queens, sisters. Well, not so much the females, the black females. You wanna, the ones with all the aggression, and you talk blah, 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 and you don't take the time to think and breathe. I know, women, you think faster than men. So you jump to conclusions as fast and you go right past. So when you go through the tower moment of growth, It's very important to hold silence. Don't be afraid to take some time and think it out more. And breathe, my ladies. Slowly. As you hear me breathe, it's not a rush. Don't like rush and force the air in. Nice. Nice. 1, 2. Now out. If you do it consecutively, and as you start to learn to do it more, you will begin to feel like a sparkle. Like on holidays, July 4th, we had the children, and it's a sparkle. I don't know if it's just me, but I assume other people can do it because I help some people do it, and I learned how to explain it more. That sparkle, I can feel it bursting in my spinal cord and in the back of it starts in the back of my head and down my spinal cord. It's like sparkles of intensification of energy. The best way I can explain it. And it's like I could do more. I could think more fluently. It's like I'm ready. It clears me. It clears me and prepares me for anything. Like on a higher level. It just, I don't know. Best way I can explain it. And my last point, what was it? Going through a tower moment. Assume a level of confidence. You have recognized the honesty that it takes. You open your heart to listen, to going through the silence. You silence, you going through it, you listening, you intaking. You allow space to be cleared, friends. I get with you. Sorry, I got to turn in my 2-week notice. It's growth. It's viewing it through the silence. You're growing. And you attack it with confidence. You attack it with confidence because you are learning to walk this new path and take the first steps. And with that, that's my interpretation of not only surviving the tower, being reborn through the rubble. I know this kind of deep, but this is very good. This is good. God said this is good. I want to say I love you. Elevate. Don't disintegrate.